Hello children, Sai Ram and welcome to the online classes of science. Right? As you must remember, we are learning about air, water and weather. Okay? This is chapter 13. Right? Today we will do the part 2. In part 1 we learned about the weather. Right? What are different kinds of weather and how the weather changes. We also saw that the sun affects the weather, right? And then we learned about how the wind blows and how land breeze and sea breeze are formed. Okay, and what causes the sea breeze and land breeze, right? So today we will learn about evaporation and condensation and the water cycle, right? So please pay attention. Let us begin. See here. What is evaporation? This is very simple phenomena. You know, the changing of the water. See the water in the liquid form I am talking, okay, which we drink. The water we use in our daily life, that is in liquid form, that changes to the water vapor. Okay, why? In the heat of the sun. Okay, this is natural phenomena, but we also observe it when we heat the water. See, if you heat little water, okay, you will see that the vapors start forming, okay, above the water. Okay, that is called, this process is called evaporation. Okay, see, you also put your, see, your mother put your wet clothes to dry up, okay, in the sun. And after some time, if the sun is really hot, okay, you will see that just after some time your clothes are dried up, right? Okay, or if you put the clothes uh, for drying in the morning, until evening you will see that they are all dried up. So how they are dried up? So the water in the clothes, it gets evaporated, right children? And this is called evaporation, right? Now, or is, suppose if you put little water in a saucer, okay, and put it in the sun, okay, in your balcony or in the window somewhere, and after some time you will see that there is no water left. So what happened to that water? So it gets evaporated. You can say that it has become water vapor, that is in the gas form, and it is evaporated. In this picture also you can see the sun is shining brightly, and the water, okay, from the water body is getting evaporated, right? And this happens in our nature all the time. Okay, the water bodies which are open, they keeps on evaporating. Okay, the water from the water bodies keeps on evaporating due to the heat of the sun. Okay, so this is called evaporation. Now see here. Here is one activity. This I will explain. Okay, take some water in a pan, okay, and heat it gently for about 5 minutes. Okay, some of the water in the pan will evaporate. After some time you will see that the water has reduced. Okay, you will not do it, you are small now. Okay, I am just telling about this activity. Hmm? Or you can ask your mother about this, she also must be knowing. So what will happen? Some of the water in the pan will evaporate, and then what is done? Hold a steel plate over the pan. Okay, you have to put the lid on the on the pan. Okay, and then you will see drops of water forming on the plate. When you remove that lid, you will see that small drops of water are formed on the plate. Okay, now from where this water came? See here. In this picture also you can see, here the kettle is used, and the water, the as the water is heated up, okay, it forms into the water vapor. Okay, you can say that evaporation has taken place. And if you hold that vapor on the steel plate, see here the lid is kept. Okay, on that lid the water vapor is held. Okay, and it forms the small water drops. Okay, and that again after cooling it again forms the water, right? This is called condensation. Once again I'll explain you the water vapor that is coming from the kettle here. See here, see here it is getting heated up. Here you see the water vapor. Okay, this is water vapor. And this water vapor, if you try if you place a plate here like this, okay, it will come in contact with this and it gets cool here. It gets cool here, and because of the cooling the vapor again forms a drops of water, means again changes to liquid water. You can say the vapor again changes to water. See here this same water is being collected, you see here. Okay, so this process, okay, this process of cooling down of the water vapor, okay, and again forming of the water drops is called condensation. Okay, this process is called condensation. See here I am reading, the water vapor cools down when it comes in contact with the cool plate. This is the cool plate, and it changes back to water. This process is called condensation, right? So evaporation and condensation, these processes are very important in our nature. Okay, the water vapor keeps on condensing. As I told you, in our nature, as the sun shines, the water gets evaporating. And after evaporating, when it rises up, the water vapor, when it rises up, it gets cool and then it condenses. Okay, so this processes of evaporation and condensation takes place always in our nature, and that only forms the water cycle. Okay, that only forms the water cycle. Here I'll explain you what is water cycle, why it is called water cycle. Okay, and if I tell you the definition goes like the repeated change of water to water vapor. Okay, that you can call as evaporation, right? In evaporation this only happens, so water to water vapor, and then back the water vapor back again to water, okay, is called water cycle. Okay, and in the picture also you can see the water is getting evaporated here. The water is getting evaporated by the sun. It condenses and it forms the clouds. Water also gets transpired from the plants, from the trees. Okay, and it also goes up, right? It also becomes the vapor and rises up. They all form the clouds here because of condensation. Okay, they becomes bigger like this, and when they condenses more, they, here it is written precipitation. Precipitation means falling of the rain. The rain is falling. Okay, now this water cycle I'll explain to you in detail. Look here. Okay, see what happens as the sun shines down on the earth. I told you, water in the water bodies. Water bodies means in the lakes, rivers, oceans. Okay, all water bodies are open, right? The water in these water bodies, it gets evaporated. And what happens when the water gets evaporated? It changes into the water vapors, right? So water changes to water vapor, right? And then what happens? The air along this water vapor also becomes warm. And the warmer air is lighter. As I told you, it rises up in the sky. Okay, but above the sky, it is cooler there. So it becomes cool. It cools down, you can say. And when it cools down, the water vapors condenses around tiny dust particles, okay, which are there in the air. Okay, and they form tiny droplets of water, and these tiny droplets of water together forms the cloud, and millions of such droplets together they form there are many water droplets, okay, as many water vapors are there, so they all condenses to form the cloud. Okay, then what happens, these smaller water droplets they all join together, okay, they all join together, and so they become bigger and heavier, right? And when they become very big and heavy, they fall down to the ground as rain. This we call as rain, right? This water, this condensed clouds, they fall down as rain to the earth. Okay, and when they fall down to the rain, as a rain, you know what happens, the rainwater again flows back to the lakes, to the rivers, to the oceans, right? So, and again same way the evaporation will take place, right? So you understood, so this keeps on happening, so you call this repeated change of water to water vapor, and then back to the water. Why back to the water? Because we get the rain back, okay, and it again rain again fills up all the lakes, ponds, rivers, seas, right? So we can say that again it comes back, and this we call as the water cycle, right? Now once again I'll show you one nice picture. See here, it is very clear in this picture, so here I will show you, and see here, wait a minute, yes, here, as you see, number one, it is evaporation. This is the first stage, you can say, okay, the water from the water bodies is getting evaporated, okay, also from the plants, okay, transpiration takes place. Transpiration means the water from the from the plants gets evaporated, you can say, okay, because the plants also they breathe, right? Now all these water vapors, they it goes up, and there is condensation, okay, they get condensed, okay, condensed, and then it forms the clouds, small clouds. The cloud becomes bigger and heavier, and then precipitation takes place, means rain falls. All this rain is again getting collected into these water bodies, right? So this is how the water cycle keeps on going in the nature, right children? I hope you have understood the water cycle and the process of evaporation and condensation. In the next part, we will see how this water cycle affects the rain. Okay? Till then, I take your leave. Thank you.